Hey, everybody, welcome to Mid America Dirt. I'm Skip, and I am super excited to be joined by my marketing partners, Dirt Gangster Apparel. How you guys doing today?
Good. How are
Good, how are
you?
you?
Doing good, doing good. I got Cassandra and Michael, right?
Yes.
And what have you got back there behind you? Because you know what? I'm pretty excited about that because for some reason I've got it on too. So, what are we looking at back there?
So we're actually set up in the trailer right now. I spent all last weekend completely reorganizing our trailer and redoing the wall. So next time we go to a race, people are going to be kind of confused because nothing's in the same place. So we started with 15 shirts on the wall, and now we have 20 shirts on the wall. So pretty
That's
excited.
awesome. That's awesome. And it's all super cool stuff. That's one of the reasons I was super excited to be partnered up with you guys because what a what a cool brand. I
Yeah,
mean, for real, Dirt Gangster. I mean, that's super cool.
it really is.
Um, and I before I even knew you guys, I saw your stuff around. I think I was at Thunderbird maybe.
Yeah.
The last big race they had over there, and I saw some folks wearing the Dirt Gangster stuff, and I'm like, hey, what is that? You know, that's super cool. And they're like, it's Dirt Gangster. I'm like, that's pretty awesome. I had to maybe try to find out about this. So I mean, I'm really glad we were able to team up
Me too.
and hook up because I'm all about super cool brands like that, and you've definitely got one
So
for
fun
sure.
fact,
So
we actually consider Thunderbird Dirt Gangster's home track per se, because the brand started in Muskogee. So, and they used to have a booth under. The first time I bought a Dirt Gangster shirt, it was set up at Thunderbird Speedway under the grandstands. There's a booth under there, so that was where I bought my first shirt, and that was uh, probably in 2019 when the brand started when I did that.
so you were a fan of the brand before you even, I mean, before you owned it. So that's super cool. All right, let's get into it. Tell me you guys a story. Do you come from a racing family? Both of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we both do. So I am considered a third generation race car driver. My twin brother raced more than I did. My grandpa raced, then my dad. I have all my cousins race. And then my brother started racing when we were about 13 or 14 years old, and we sold completely out of racing in 2021. And then he comes from a different racing background. I'll let you tell the story on that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
third
Michael, tell me the story.
I'm third generation as well. My grandpa raced dirt back in the 60s, switched over to drag racing. Then my dad started drag racing in high school, and then I fell in the picture, and now here I am, drag racing.
Yeah, okay, so you're drag racing.
And the dirt racing
Those two
world.
don't usually mix, but here we are.
I gotcha. Yeah, Cassandra, did you race yourself?
I just played around in one class, in the tuner class at one point. So
Okay.
it lasted a couple of months, and then we decided to sell completely out. So I wouldn't really say,
I
I
gotcha.
just had a little bit of fun every now and again. So
I hear you. I hear you. I mean, yeah, I like to hop in one every once in a while. I promise you. And I'm working on making that happen at some point. But so are you both from the Muskogee area, or are you both from Tulsa?
we're both from Broken
Tulsa,
Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
Okay, I got you. So what
Fun
was home track for you guys growing up over there? Because I know you got like four of them, right? Like three or four of them.
for drag racing,
For
his
drag
home track,
racing, it was Tulsa Raceway Park. So
because there's
Tulsa
not much
Okay.
Speedway, it's on the same
closer.
property now, but yeah.
Okay.
When So growing up, I remember going to the races, but I don't really recall which tracks we went to. But when my brother started racing, he started with Outlaw Motor Speedway, and then later we switched to Salina High Bank Speedway, and then from there we went to Red Dirt, Thunderbird,
Man.
all over the place, really.
Yeah. Man, I love red dirt. I hate it that
Me
place
too.
isn't open.
Yeah.
That's a
That was a phenomenal track, honestly.
I mean, for real. I only went to one race there, and I think it was a wingless 410 sprint race last fall, and it was. I mean, my wife and I, we absolutely love that place. Um, and then we heard about the troubles and all that stuff
Mhm.
that went on over there. So that really stinks. Hopefully, somebody can get that rolling again at some point. And Outlaw. I
Yeah.
hear I've never been to Outlaw. I hear it's a really a pretty nice place too. I'd like to
Both
hopefully be able to
places.
go watch a race there.
very nice. I wish somebody would, especially with red dirt, because the closing was so recent. I wish somebody could get to it soon, so there wouldn't be so much work that would have to be put
Right.
back into it. You know, like Outlaw, they've
Yeah.
opened it, shut it down, opened it, shut down, and you know, the first time they opened it back up, there was so much work that had to be put into it to even make it raceable again.
Yeah. So tell me your background, Cassandra, because I know you're a graphic designer, right?
Yes, so I went to school to be a graphic designer, and I graduated in 2022 with a graphic design degree, and I work full time at a marketing agency in Tulsa. So,
Okay.
um, after doing
What
that,
what go ahead.
I started a freelance design company called High Gear Designs, and I do freelance graphic design work on the side. And you know, I mentioned this in the TikTok I posted last night. I was going to start an apparel brand actually under High Gear Designs. I felt like that's why I named the company High Gear Designs. I felt like it would go well with the racing world and the industry. And I was very close to starting the company. And then the opportunity came where we could purchase Dirt Gangster Apparel. And I was so stoked, you know, to already have a company that is, you know, has a name for itself. It just needs somebody to put more effort into it and everything.
Yeah. And I just I think it was your TikTok today. I just realized who you actually bought the company from.
Yeah.
And
So,
I interviewed him in
yeah,
Tri-State, and I didn't realize that until I saw your TikTok. I think you told me,
yeah.
but anybody that knows me knows my memory's awful.
Oh,
So
you're
I probably just didn't remember it, but I'm like, she said Ted Holt Jr., I think. And
yeah,
I interviewed him, and what a super cool guy he is.
yeah,
And
he's awesome.
hopefully I can get him on the show here pretty soon. And then, so tell us the story like a Dirt Gangster, like how it
So I
came to
don't
you.
really know how it came about, but in 2019, Ryan Lowe came up with the brand, started the company, and everybody out of Muskogee and the surrounding area knows who Ryan Lowe is. He owns a
Yeah.
couple businesses down there in Muskogee. I've kind of asked him, like, how did you come up with it? No real answer there. So we would all love to know the story. People come up and ask us, Dirt Gangster, well, how'd you come up with that?
I
I
asked him too at Tri-State, and I didn't get an answer.
I didn't get an answer. Like, but anyways, so he ran with the brand a couple of years, and then Ted Holt purchased the brand in, I think it was 2021. So he ran a couple of years, Ted Holt purchased it. And with Ted's motor business and, you know, the auction stuff, he was really just too busy, and he also has a lake house, so he's too busy to, you know, give it the full effort it needed to run with it. So he
Yeah.
ended up selling it in May of 2023, and that's when we purchased the company from them. And it's kind of funny because, like, for the first, I would say, year and a half, people would come up to the trailer and thought that we were running the trailer for Lowe. So people didn't even know the brand had changed ownerships at that point. So it was kind of like we have to educate our customers and the fans, like, oh, hey, like they don't own it anymore. Like, so it was like
Yeah.
really awkward, but
Yeah. And that's I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, Ron Lowe, I mean, he's a super good guy too. I mean, I know him well, and I actually stored some of my stuff in his trailer at Tri-State this, last weekend while we were there. I think I actually left some stuff in there. I need to call him. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, you're talking about seriously started by racing people, and now you guys racing people have it. So this is a racing brand.
yes,
Um, it is
since
super cool. I love it.
the day we purchased it, I think the week we purchased the company, we went to a race the same weekend. And ever since then, we've tried to go every single weekend, just about.
Yeah, and you guys got a super cool trailer too. And I think after we get done with this, maybe you can send me some pictures of it. I'm gonna put that in there too. I love your trailer.
Yeah, I'll do.
It's
So
Sure.
that is kind
it
of an unfortunate story. I mean, we do have a badass trailer, but this is the third trailer that has been with the company name.
really,
Every owner has had a different trailer for various reasons. The first one got stolen, never recovered. The second one, which is when we bought the company, was in an accident on the way home from the USRA Nationals last year. So around this time last year, we were in search of a new trailer. Ours was completely totaled, which was really hard for
Golly.
the company, but we made it through, and we made it through this year. We did better than I thought we would, and we've grown a lot this year. We got married in April, so the only weekend it didn't rain
Congratulations.
in April was our wedding weekend. So thank God for that. But there was a lot of races that we missed because of Mother Nature this year. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping to be
And I
nice
mean,
next year.
it's hitting us again. It's hitting us again this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
We were
mean,
putting
I
out
was,
81 this weekend
yeah,
and it already hit. So
yeah. I know you guys were planning on going to 81. I think I was going to go probably to Arrowhead to watch the 410s over there. And yeah, it's a whole weekend gone. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the only one that I know of in our area is down in Mississippi, and I'm not sure that they're going to get to run down there. So I'm sure all
that's a
this
fun
is going to
drive.
That's a
go
drive.
straight
That's a
down
fun
there.
drive to maybe not race.
Yeah, I know. I know. Um, so you guys go to tracks and you've got your merch trailer. So what kind of stuff can people expect to be able to find in your trailer?
So
What
we
kind of
pretty much have
merchandise?
it all. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, wristbands for the kiddos, which, you know, those cost money, but we love to see the kids smile. So if you bring your kiddos up, we just hand them a wristband for free. And then we have lots of new stuff coming. I made a post recently about that and it got everybody pretty excited about it. We've been out of straw hats for a while, but those are coming back and they're going to be custom with Dirt Gangster on them.
You
We,
coming out with a straw hat?
yeah, we would,
Okay,
we
I'm gonna have
stock,
to pick one of those up.
we used to stock the straw hats with the checkered flag underneath and the American flag. This
Yeah.
one will be brand new. It's completely custom underneath with Dirt Gangster on it. We
Cool.
have blankets coming, which will be pretty awesome.
Nice.
Just in time for Christmas. We've also been out of keychains for a while, and everybody gets pretty upset about that. So we have keychains coming, but they're different than anything we've ever had before as far as keychains. I used to make the keychains myself. I have a laser engraver with High Gear Designs, so I used to
Okay.
make them. I just haven't had time to make them, so I ordered some keychains that fit well with the
Okay.
race stream.
Okay. So tell me the process. Like you just said, you make your own keychain. So what's involved with doing that? I don't know that.
So I
So
have
do you like order blanks and then you're able to?
Yeah, so I have pieces of leather that are blanks in the
Okay.
keychain form. I bought bulk, gosh, a long time ago. And so I made a jig for the laser engraver and then I have to make the design and make sure everything's lined up correctly. And then I have to put the keychains together after I engrave them.
Okay.
It's
And
kind
how
of a
much?
tedious process. So, and if I didn't work 40 hours a day or 40 hours a week, it would be easier to get it done, but
That's what I wanted to ask. That's another thing I want to ask. I mean, how much work's involved in doing all this that you do? I
a
mean, how
lot.
much time do you put in doing all this? Because it's got to be a lot.
I mean, I work, I go into work early, but let's say I work 8 to 4:30 every day, and then I work from 4:30 to 10 o'clock almost every single night. I really want my businesses to succeed and take off. So, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. I don't think people realize how much, especially on Dirt Gangster side. I don't think people really realize actually how much work goes into this. Because I do all of the designs. At one point, I got super overwhelmed with it, and so I was like, oh, like, we have some money in the account, we'll pay a designer. And I got burnt on that deal, and the design didn't turn out. And I said, never again. I'm not wasting the money in the account because our goal is to grow so that we can give back to the racing community and sponsor the drivers and everything. And we're just not to that point. Um, Unfortunately, we're not. We had to recover with the trailer and everything. So
Hopefully you will be soon. I mean,
I
with
hope
this
so.
brand, I mean, I love this brand. I mean, what a great brand for real. Dirt Gangster. I mean, I freaking love it. And if I do, I know a bunch of other people are going to. So hopefully that's coming, I'm sure, pretty soon.
Uh,
So, um, and No, what we teamed up, and I'll push it because I love it. I love pushing brands that I like, and I mean, I love Dirt Gangster brand. I really do, and I did, like I told you guys before I even knew you. I saw your brand, and I'm like, it caught my eye. It's definitely eye catching, and if you're a dirt
Definitely.
track racing fan or anything like that, it should be right down your alley. It
And
really
we've
should.
tried when people come up and ask what Dirt Gangster is, we say, "Oh, it's a brand that supports all dirt sports." It mainly started in dirt track racing, but we tried to go to rodeos with it. We have the cowboy design and everything that fits that. We would like to get into some
You got it
motor.
on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to stand up and show everybody, but I made a post about it, but I'm wearing it right now. I love it.
Like to go to some shows like with the motocross shows and dirt bikes, and there's going to be some off-road shows at Lucas Oil that we're going to try and hit next year just to see a
Oh,
different
cool.
audience. We've actually got somebody tagged us on social media at one point at the Mid America Outdoors, the side-by-side racing and everything. Somebody
Oh,
tagged
cool.
us. People were wearing Dirt Gangster apparel out there, so it was pretty awesome.
Hey, that is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So I know for a fact, I think the first time I saw anything about you guys was at Arrowhead, and I talked to Dalton Ragsdale. I interviewed him over there, and he had that logo on his, on the
Mm.
front of his modified. And I'm like, what is that? I asked him what that was, and I think I said in the interview, how cool is that, or something like that. So I know you guys work with him, and what a super good guy he is too.
Yeah, Dalton is one
And
of our really good friends.
good.
He actually supported us. So when we bought the company, he had Dirt Gangster Apparel in his fire suit, and he never asked for a dime, and he wore that fire suit. I mean, throughout the entire year, and never asked for anything from us. And we noticed that. I mean, buying a company, you don't really have a whole lot up front.
Right.
So we noticed that, and so we came to him and was like, "How can we work out a deal with you, sponsorship?" So we were giving him sponsorship money there for a little bit, and now we've worked out a deal where we wrap the car. We put the wrap on his race car. Every time he rewraps his race car, we put the wrap on. So we're
That's
just pretty
awesome.
awesome because we get to hang out with him and Jeremy in the shop. So
Yeah, what a super good guy he is. I mean, for real. I'm glad that I finally got him on, because I had people want me to get him on here for a long time, and I don't know, we just never. I mean, you guys know how it is.
yeah,
Like out there in the pits and stuff. I mean, there's so many. Like at the Spooker, there were so many freaking cars there.
yeah,
You just cannot get to everybody, and so I try to work my way around. But I'm glad I finally got to him and got him on the show, because he's a super good guy, and
hmm
he's going to be on here again. I promise you. So, and the way and the thing, the Muskogee racing guys, man,
yeah.
the racing people, that's just, man, that is super cool. It is super cool how tight
The
knit
water.
that.
Cold water. They
They have a
I
lot
mean,
of racing guys out
yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, for real. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, even like when I saw you guys over at Tri-State, you were at Gracie Williams,
Mm-hmm.
and trailer. She's been on the podcast. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just super cool how connected all those people are, and just wow, what a great bunch of people. I mean, for real, just a super good bunch of people. Everybody involved in that. So in
that's
that
what made it
community.
kind of an easy decision, on top of the fact that I wanted to start an apparel brand, but especially in the racing industry, selling out, we were out of racing for a year. We did watch every now and again, but we weren't at the track like we were previously. I grew up at the racetrack every weekend, and not being around those people. Racing is a family at the end of the day. You have drama in racing, but at the end of the day, you're a family and it all sticks together.
Yeah.
And that part I really missed. And so doing this, we're kind of out of the drama because we're not on the track. So we get to just be a family, really.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the situation I'm in. I don't have, I don't have to compete against anybody.
Exactly.
So, there's not any hard feelings or anything like that. It's kind of nice to be in no history, of anything like that. So it's kind of nice to go back there and just talk to everybody. I mean, the networking part of it and seeing everybody, man, it's really fun for me. And then a lot of times I don't get as much work done as I should in the pits because I'm spending too much time talking. It just,
Yeah, it's fun. The
uh,
stories, I mean, like the people who come
talking
up
to
to the
folks.
trailer. I mean, there's been people who used to kind of do what we did, and they're like 85 years old now, and they did it way back when, and they're like, just keep going, just keep going. You know, the support from them really means a lot.
Yeah. So, what would you like to see? How would you like to see your company grow, and what would you like to see happen? What's your
Our
plans?
our biggest goal and our plans right now is to do more marketing, TikToks where we can. Um, our biggest goal is to get more online sales. You would think we'd have a lot of online sales. We really don't, to tell you the honest truth. We maybe get one sale a month, which is really unfortunate for us because, you know, I just did a sale like for the spooker. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to set up there. So I did a sale thinking, free shipping, people will buy online. We got one order from it. I don't really know what the answer is there. Maybe people just like buying in line or buying in person because they can see us and feel the products. um I do wish that we could grow online sales. It just hasn't gotten in, and that's why I'm trying to put all of our eggs into this marketing deal, becoming a marketing partner with you. I'm hopping on the TikTok trend. Being in front of a camera really makes me uncomfortable, but I'll just act like
You get
I'm
used to it, I promise.
yeah.
But no joke, y'all. You folks listen, go to dirtgangsterapparel.com and get you some cool merch for real. I mean, it's a great brand. It really is. I love it. And you can do it from home. How easy is that?
Yeah.
Sit at home on your phone, order some cool stuff.
If you want to chat, I'll text you while you're checking out. um
But
our
yeah, for real. I mean, I don't know.
our
I don't know.
biggest goal for the company is to be able to travel to all lower 48 states. Every single one of them. I think that would be so cool to like set up kind of like a roadmap to travel all 50 or all 48 states. That would be cool, and go to a different
Yeah, it
race
would be cool.
all week. So
Try get a hold of that trailer
yeah,
and go hit some events and stuff in every state. That sounds really fun. It really does.
it does. And
Um,
all the different types of people you meet. I mean, the furthest I've seen Dirt Gangster Apparel go is there's a girl out in New York who wears our merch, which is pretty badass,
that
honestly.
is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now, if you guys ever go out to California, like the Ventura Speedway or something like that, let me know. I want to tag along on that one because I want to go. I want to go see some of those places out there.
That'd be awesome.
That's on my bucket list is to
Yeah.
go out there to see Santa Maria and like Ventura and stuff like that. And I hear there's some pretty good racing out there too, so I like to check it out. But yeah, that does sound fun. It really does, and I mean for real. Hopefully I can help you as much as I can because I do. I'm a huge fan of your brand, and hopefully folks, and no joke, dirtgangsterapparel.com. Go check it out, and from your phone, computer, from home. I mean,
One of the
order
comments.
it. I mean, I don't even have. I mean, my favorite. I'm not wearing my favorite hat that I have of y'all's because I wore it in my last interview, so I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'm wearing, this one, which I love too. Don't get me wrong, I love it too.
They're
But
all
I
good,
really
but
like,
this one
This
right
one,
here,
that one
yes,
right there.
that one
that's our
right there.
bestseller. And it's our bestseller this year. It wasn't our bestseller all time. Our bestseller all time. Let's see. I think it's right down there. We have it. So we got 3 new youth hats. Grab one of each of those. Yeah, all 3 of them on the end. So we've been out of stock of youth hats for a hot
Yeah,
minute.
show us what you got. Oh yeah.
But now we have embroidered youth hats.
Oh my goodness, that black one is freaking awesome.
We have and these are all snapback. We have the DG lower
Oh,
left,
cool.
and then the blue. This was the best seller in the adults last year. The
Oh man, I like that.
with the blue DG. But
I
I'm
like
super
that.
excited to have something for the kiddos again. And also, there's a
Okay,
lot.
I probably shouldn't be partial, but I want to see that black one again. That is sweet, y'all. Oh man, that is super sweet. That is cool. Yeah,
And a lot of people
I
don't
like that.
what sizes we go up to. So this might be a good opportunity to say that. So not in every design, but in a lot of them, and we have them labeled and everything, whether they go from youth. But we start at youth small, and in some designs we go all the way up to 5X, which
Wow.
a
Okay.
lot of companies don't do that.
No, they don't.
But
That is super cool.
and
So what have we got back there t-shirt wise? Can you move the camera at all, or like show us what you got?
let's see here.
Yeah, show us what you got.
All right. So
I
this
see
is
you've
the
got
one.
like some
These two
pink and
are
blue stuff
old.
too. That's pretty cool.
These two are older designs. Those came with. So actually, all three of these. This one is the orange bandana, which we added to the trailer. This is
Awesome.
brand new. Hasn't seen the racetrack. It's the female, but on a blue T-shirt.
Cool.
And then we have the checkered female, which we've stocked pink. Purple is almost out of stock, so instead of restocking purple, we stocked the teal. And then these racing shirts here are what I made for the nationals.
Okay.
Make sure I don't trip here. This one right here is our best seller. Okay, yeah. Michael's gonna hold the computer. This is our best seller. It says I can't hear you over the sound of my freedom. A lot of people love that one.
That's awesome.
And then these 3 American flag shirts. We started with the maroon one, and we just stocked it in gray and navy blue. And the maroon one we're pushing out of the trailer, but we just stocked that one in hoodies. So that's a brand new hoodie. I don't think we've added a new hoodie besides the lady female to the trailer before. And then we, of course, have our OGs here, the Cowboys, which are really good sellers at the racetrack, honestly.
Yes. Yes, I love mine.
And I think that's
really do.
as far as that goes.
And then you got a bunch of hats too. I
A
mean, that's
bunch of
super
hats.
cool.
I mean, I know that there's some missing because we just restocked hats, and we probably had 300 in the trailer already, like total, not designs, but total hats in the trailer, and we just restocked with another 300 hats. So, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. 22 different hat designs,
That's awesome.
which
It
is
really is. That is awesome.
a lot.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm super excited to be partnered up with you guys for real. It's not a joke. I love your brand, and there's already stuff in there I see I need to go to gangsterapparel.com and get because you've just showed me some more stuff I really like. So I'm gonna have to get that done and get me some more stuff. So as far as where you're gonna be and weather holding out. So I know this weekend is probably shot for going to a track, but what else have you got planned?
So next weekend we will be at Creek County for their Halloween night. We'll be there on Halloween and on November 1st. And we have loads of candy because we actually bought candy for 2 weeks worth to hand out. So now we have to hand out all of our candy in 1 week. So we have a lot of candy to hand out.
Awesome.
So bring the kiddos to the trailer, adults if you want candy. We got it. We got chocolate, sour candy, Cheez-Its, Rice Krispie treats, pretzels, you name it, we got it.
Awesome.
And then
So after that, what do you got?
after that, we're trying to go to Texas Motor Speedway dirt track.
Yep. And we'll talk about that after this is over with. But yes, hopefully I'll see you at Texas Motor Speedway.
I hope so. Fingers crossed. That would
Yeah.
be awesome to get down there. And then the weekend after that, we're back at Creek County. And I think that will be our last race of the season. We might try, I don't know when they start up. I'll have to look. I kind of forgot. But the go-kart indoor track, we might try and go to that sometime this year.
Where's that at?
Is it in Shawnee?
Like around Tulsa somewhere?
I think it's in Shawnee, but I could be wrong. That might be the outdoor one.
Oh, okay. I may have
don't
heard of that. I don't know.
quote me on this. And then
Yeah, I know. I got you. I've had people asking me to like go to go-kart stuff, and I need to do it. So I don't know a lot about it. So, but I know a lot of the guys I interviewed. who's been on this podcast, guys, ladies, whatever, they started in go-karts. So I need to get some
There's
go-kart
actually
stuff
a
going
lot of
on here.
people who, like, in the wintertime, go race go-karts, because they can't race
Yeah,
outside, so they go to the indoor go-kart track and race. So
that's
that'd be
awesome.
good
I
for us
actually want to see an
there.
indoor go track.
So we're
That
trying to
sounds
get
cool.
there. Yeah. And then, we we're trying to figure out a way to go to the shootout in Chili Bowl. I just don't think it's gonna work with our schedules, full time, but it would be pretty awesome to get in there again. I think Ryan and Lowe or Ryan Lowe and Holt also took the trailer in there, so a lot of people miss us being there, but they can order online.
That's true.
And I
Yeah.
make a delivery option where I deliver every single night to the Chili Bowl in the parking lot. Like, come get your gear. But you guys can always order online and we can work something out. Message us if you want me to drop it off at the Chili Bowl. I'd be
Hey,
willing.
maybe we could work something out together on that one, where
Yeah,
I could come help you
honestly,
do that. That'd be super cool. That'd be super cool. So maybe we can, maybe I can help you out with some of that stuff too.
that would be great.
Because I know I've had people wanting me to go to the shootout and stuff, but I think like a Chili Bowl, isn't it almost like season ticket type stuff? Like it's passed down and all that kind of thing. Isn't it really hard to get tickets to that?
No, you can go into the pits. It's just,
Oh, can you really? You can get
yeah.
a pit. It's like the dome,
Yeah,
so you can
you
get a
can get
pit pass.
You get a
seating.
pit pass.
There's not
Oh,
a whole
okay.
lot of seating in the actual grandstands, but we accidentally went through the pit entrance last year, or this past year. And so we walked through the pits, we went and we were kind of nosy in the apparel area. So got some
Yeah,
ideas from that.
that's cool. Yeah, I need to check that out. I've never been. I've never been to the shootout, and I've never been to the Chili Bowl. And the the sprint stuff's probably fixing to get a little bit heavier on the podcast coming up here pretty soon. So
It is loud
I
in that
definitely
building.
want to get
Yeah.
into that.
Make sure you have earplugs, because especially if you end up going down there to watch, it's a lot.
Hey, not only can I not remember anything, I also can't hear anything.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I'm good to go. So, if you tell me something, either I'm not going to hear you or I'm not going to remember what you said. So, I got that going on. But anyway, so again, dirtgangsterapparel.com, and they can use a code, right? Watching this
Yep.
show,
Yeah.
Yes.
MAD.
Yes, sir.
And how much do they get for MAD?
10% off.
Use code MAD, y'all. Go online, www.dirtgangster.com, apparel.com, and use code MAD for 10% off your order. And for real, y'all, the good folks who love dirt track racing and love everything about dirt, not just dirt track racing, everything about it. I mean, Michael's even a drag racer. A drag racer.
Yeah,
So
dirt
get out.
racer didn't have so much money invested in the drag racing.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. But no joke, y'all. Go online and order you some awesome merch. I've got it. I love it, and I loved it even before I knew these guys. I loved it. So, check that out. And I mean, really, what a cool brand. I mean, for real, what a cool brand. So, anything else you guys want to tell folks before we get off here? Anything else you want to pitch before we go?
I don't think so. Just shop online. It's the same. You get the same product as you do in person. So
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I am super excited to be partnered up with you guys, because it's a really cool brand, and I can't say it enough, and I won't. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I put it on everything I got, and I'm proud to do it. I love it. And www.dirtgangsterapparel.com, use code MAD
Mhm.
and order online, y'all. You can sit in the comfort of your own home and order some awesome stuff. So please do that. That's awesome.
Also, go follow us on Facebook. We're really close to 5,000 followers. That's our goal by the end of the year over there. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Instagram's kind of low on the follower account, but everything gets posted to all 3 accounts. So
Same here on my Instagram. I mean, I post stuff on it, but I don't, I don't use it a lot. So, but yeah, it is a cool platform. It really is. So go give them a follow and all that, and I'll link all that in the description so folks can go down there and find that. And I'll put clips out on everything from this video this week. So everybody be on the lookout for all that stuff and go give them a follow on all that social media. Cassandra, Michael, I thank you guys so much for being on here. And I'm super excited that, we were able to partner up because I am a huge fan of your brand. Thanks very much for coming on and talking about it.
we
Sure.
appreciate it. Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you here again pretty soon at the track.